Hi, Mike Cuevas with Aspire Properties, affiliate of Real Estate Jameson Group. Let's see, for the topic of today, what is the difference between a bankruptcy or short sale? I get this question all the time. People come to my office and they'll say, hey, I'm going to file bankruptcy, I'm facing foreclosure, therefore I don't need a short sale. Let me lay it out for you guys. Bankruptcy protects a borrower from the deficiency judgment, if any. However, the bankruptcy will not fully protect the borrower from eventually having a foreclosure appear on their credit. Alright, so I know that sounds a little confusing. Let's go to square one. Let's say a borrower's in foreclosure, alright, and they immediately think that, oh my God, I'm in foreclosure, I owe $300,000 on this house, it's only worth $200,000. Therefore, I need to file bankruptcy, right? That's pretty logical thinking. Now, the bankruptcy, will they qualify? Probably, yes. And they have every right. Go ahead and file the bankruptcy. But borrowers have to remember, when you're filing bankruptcy or you're deciding between bankruptcy and foreclosure, there's a lot of options to consider. And this is all in my opinion. I'm not stating that I'm a licensed CPA. I'm not a bankruptcy attorney, and I'm not an attorney. I'm just giving you my opinion on this. So let's say that if a borrower has a lot of other outside uncontrollable debt, then yes, they tend to find a bigger advantage in filing bankruptcy. Now, if you file bankruptcy, I suggest you either do so before or after the short sale. Preferably, I recommend doing it afterwards. All right. Now, what do you do on a short sale? The purpose of doing a short sale is to negotiate settled accounts on your behalf so that a borrower or you are not liable for any sort of deficiency. That is the point of a short sale. 9 times out of 10, if the deal is negotiated correctly, the borrowers do not have any financial negative consequences. Again, let me repeat that. 9 times out of 10, at least that's our success ratio. About 90% of our files do not have any negative impact monetarily, financially, anything with the short sale. They are pretty much able to write off their loss and walk away with it. Now, here's the kicker. When the borrower files a bankruptcy, they could file bankruptcy. What happens is when a borrower files bankruptcy is foreclosure proceedings are frozen for a period of about 3 to 5 months. All right. Now, once the foreclosure proceedings are lifted, or the bankruptcy proceedings are lifted, that the borrower's property, the house, the one with the debt on it, will eventually be released. And if the borrower chooses to abandon the property, meaning letting it go and let the bankruptcy or let the foreclosure courts have it back, the asset being the house will be released from bankruptcy, and it will be eventually, the foreclosure proceedings will pick back up where they left off, and the house will eventually be foreclosed on. Now what happens then, the only way for a bank to deed the property back to them from the borrower they foreclosed on is through foreclosure, which then will get reported back onto that borrower's credit. All right, so now that borrower has a bankruptcy and a foreclosure on your credit. The point I'm trying to make here, people, is that if you have a house and you're facing foreclosure, yes, you could file bankruptcy, and that'll protect you from your deficiency judgments, but it will not ensure that you will not eventually have a foreclosure appear on your credit. All right, because you ultimately will, and I call it a double whammy, the bankruptcy and the foreclosure in your credit. Your credit for the near future is pretty hurt. You could do a short sale and not have to file bankruptcy or not have the need, or you could do a short sale and continue to file bankruptcy and wipe out the majority of the debt. Again, I'm not an attorney, I'm not giving attorney advice, I'm not a CPA, I'm not giving CPA or accounting advice. I am a real estate agent and investor, and this is just my opinion on the subject. If you want more information on that, please feel free to go to my website, chicagolandshortsale.com. Again, it's www.chicagolandshortsale.com. There's actually a small section I detail the bankruptcy process and how it works. And feel free to log into the blog and let me know if you guys have any other questions. Thanks for tuning in, and have a good day. Bye-bye.